Well, we're back. We're working on the trailer. I must say that this little part of the work on the trailer, I say us, but it's not really me, because my friend Wayne, the mechanic here at the shop, is a way better welder than I am. So I let him do the welding, and he also did a few tidying jobs up, and I'm sure he does that just because it's a whole lot easier for him when it comes time to work on it. What he did was, you see the electrical wire that runs down there? It was hanging down. There's a chunk of it that has an old metal sheath around it that goes through that cross member right there, and then there's a new cross member. And so Wayne, being the one that gets to work on these, in Ontario and Canada, we have to certify our vehicles, which means they have to be safety inspected. And so because he's the mechanic that has to sign the safety sticker to say that it's, you know, in good shape, because it's a whole lot easier for him when it comes time to work on it. What he did was, you see the electrical wire that runs down there? It was hanging down. There's a chunk of it that has an old metal sheath around it that goes through that cross member right there, and then there's a new cross member. And so Wayne, being the one that gets to work on these, in Ontario and Canada, we have to certify our vehicles, which means they have to be safety inspected. And so because he's the mechanic that has to sign the safety sticker to say that it's, you know, in good shape, he does those kinds of things just so that he knows he's not going to get in trouble, and so that when it comes time to work on it again, it's easier for him. So this is what we did. We cut up Wayne cut up the pieces of angle iron. I'm going to pan this out again. And there were three cross members in this. And so we put 3 more. And I'll show this again. We welded up there. And welded up there. That's 1. That's number 2. And there's number 3. Now what's going to happen is, with double the cross members, I think it's just going to give a lot more support to the floor. And then there's some things that we're going to do before we actually put the boards down. And here's something that I did. When this front rail was welded on, it wasn't welded all the way through. It was just every so often they did a weld, and that left a gap for water to get in. And so I've just gone through with some silicone based gasket making compound, and I have filled those gaps so water isn't going to get in when you're running in the rain and then drop in under those boards into the thing and start to rot the boards out. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little rust there, and the top of that held some of those boards in. It doesn't go all the way across, but it went across to about there, and you were supposed to slide them in, and then there was another one that went from about there over to there. The corner, you can see where that little bead is, and you're supposed to slide the rails, slide the boards underneath that rail, and so that they wouldn't pop up. We're going to do that differently, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to attempt to do. So I've got just a spray bottle of stuff that's for undercoating cars. And I'm just going to go and spray this down. What that's going to do is that's going to protect that metal. So I'm going to just spray this all, and I'm going to take an old broom. But we have plenty of old brooms. We're going to take an old broom and just use it like a paintbrush. Try to do this without breaking a leg. And if I get some on that wood, that's fine. We waited to do this till after he had the welding done. I know this isn't exactly in frame, but you get the idea. And just keep spraying, keep spraying. Bored yet? I'll use an old broom like a paintbrush. I'm gonna have to move this. I don't want to get my nice new camera So here we are back, and I've gone through, and you can see, hopefully you can see the oil, the rust proofing stuff, and I've rust proofed all the new steel and all the old steel. So I've just brushed her on, and we're going to get laying the wood in now. So I think I'll just kind of stop there, and I'll show you what it looks like when we get the wood in. Thank you very much. Have a good day.